Hello and thank you for visiting my channel. Today we will cover the fundamentals of trigonometric functions. So let's get started right away. Assume we have a line with a length of 1 unit. Here we can form a triangle. And this is the length of the triangle's base and height. If we change the angle of this line, the triangle's base and height will change. You can see how the length changes as you change the angle. Thus, the length of the base and the height are both functions of the angle because the length changes as the angle changes. Assume that the line is at an angle theta from the reference. The length of the triangle's base is known as the cosine of theta and height is the sine of theta. As a result, different sine theta and cosine theta values are found at different angles. In trigonometry, there are 4 more functions. The height to base ratio is given by tangent of theta. Alternatively, we can say the sine to cosine ratio. The cotangent of theta is the ratio of base to height. The other 2 functions are cosecant theta, inverse of sine of theta, or we can say inverse of height. And finally, secant theta is the inverse of base length or cosine theta. In this way, we can see the 6 trigonometric functions. Make a table of these various angles and values for these functions. Sorry for interrupting you for a moment. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. To begin with, due to the 0 angle, we cannot see the triangle forming because its height is 0. At a 0 degree angle, we find that the sine value is 0. And because the length of the base is 1 unit, we get cosine value 1 at a 0 degree angle. With the help of the definitions of these functions, we can also find the values of the tangent and cotangent functions in the table. If you want to find the value of cotangent, you have to divide 1 by 0, and the value cannot be defined by dividing by 0. Therefore, its value is not defined in the table. In this way, you can find the value of both cosecant and secant functions, and these functions are only the inverse of sine and cosine functions. The angle is now 30 degrees. At 30 degrees, the value of sine theta and cosine theta is 1/2, and the square root 3 divided by 2 is found. Can you now create the table on your own and determine the values of the remaining functions? The angle is now 45 degrees and the values are 1 divided by square root 2 and 1 divided by square root 2. You must determine the values of the remaining functions. The angle is now 60 degrees. '90-degree angle. '180 degrees. '360 degrees. The entire table can be seen to be ready. I hope you learned a lot about these functions and table. We'll learn more about trigonometry in the following video. Thank you very much.